What's up? What's good? You're checking out Higher Quality News. I'm about to get in this game with the homies, some Warzone. Check out SK719 if you're on Xbox. Come join the Wake and Bake squad. We do have a little clan, all that going on. But right now you're about to check out Higher Quality News. We were shooting Blunt Football Talk episode number 58. That was in the Wake and Bake studio, the penthouse as we like to call it. Make sure you subscribe, like, dislike, all of that stuff, whatever you want to do here. Leave a comment, interact with me. I'll talk shit with you in the comment zone. That's fine. Want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor. That's Rebel Hair Art at Instagram. Check her out, Rebel Hair Art on Instagram. You can see all her beautiful work. You can book with her today at Studio One Salon. That's Jamie at Studio One Salon. Call today. She is actually looking for new loyal clients. That's 719-262-9011. That number once again is 719-262-9011. Subscribe, like, enjoy. Peace.
That's what just happened. So
Nom 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 nom. That unicorn piss is something else. I don't know what that flavor is. It is kind of like a lemonade, definitely.
But I had
it's the flavor of your soul.
That's not my soul tastes like weed. This is not weed.
Blunt Football Talk.
It does taste a little bit.
I think it's like a.
It is Blunt Football Talk. Let's do it. It's the Blunt Football Talk Awards, by the way.
Yeah.
And I think that these awards are really important to no one. So I just want to point that out. Except us. I mean,
That's funny. I said the same thing earlier when I was on my live feed. I was like, we're going to do the Blunt Football Talk Awards, which no football player gives a fuck about. But we're going to do it anyways.
We're going to do it anyways. We're kind of doing it anyways. I mean, there's that. So,
I don't understand.
So first up, let's go to our first award. Actually, should we go from the bottom to the top? Reverse. Okay, let's just go down.
I don't think it matters which way you go on Podcast P's list.
That's right. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you start at the bottom or the top.
I know. He's got best top offensive line of the year. Tom Brady.
I hear him gagging over there right now. I hear him gagging over there right now.
That's not all it says.
In the balls. Full throat.
That's not all it says, but you know.
All right, here we go. So let's do it. It's time for Blunt Football Talk Awards, where we each hand out our award for things in football. Like right now, we're going to go right to the first award. This year's award, MVP, is presented by Tom Brady. No, it's not. Sorry, don't want to get sued. Anyway, so I'd just like to thank everybody. I'm just like, MVP. Who do you got for MVP and why?
Podcast P, who you got?
Well, you know, I've got my. I'm checking
Look
my
at his notes
here.
Yeah, you know what?
Extensive notes.
I have 2 pages of notes here. I have 2
Extensive.
pages.
He's got 2 pages of notes.
And the first page of notes here, Trey. Read my notes, Trey. Read these notes, Trey.
Read them.
Read these notes, Trey.
What?
Read them
Read those
and
notes.
Weep.
Just because.
Oh my God! Get out of here with that trash.
The MVP is discount double check. Why? 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions? I'm sorry, what?
I mean, when you turn
I'm sorry,
the ball
what?
4 times, it's pretty good. You know, I actually went with those exact numbers. Same person. I'll capitalize on that and tell you that I also threw in the fact that he averaged 7.7 yards per carry. He went 13 and 4. Per pass. He actually had rushing touchdowns, by the way. For an old, slow white guy, he had a lot of rushing touchdowns, let's be honest.
I own you,
Chicago. He owns you. Also, but check this out, guys. Some other things you might want to know is he was actually 8-0 at home, and he was 4-1 against the AFC, which means he would have maybe voted better than.
So check this out. It's going to be a round table for Aaron Rodgers. I also have Aaron Rodgers, but for a slightly different reason.
COVID toe?
He had He had COVID toe that turned into COVID dick, and he survived. No,
Survived. I'm a survivor.
no, but for real,
I'm not
he
gonna
had
give
a
up.
7-game streak with 2 or more touchdowns with 0 interceptions.
I feel like
That
you
was
need
the
like a
perfect beat
pimp-ass
for
beat.
that stat right there. West Side.
West Side. I do it all for the West Side. All right, so let's go to the Coach of the Year.
Trey, what you got?
Oh, yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah,
You
you
can
go
go first
first.
next
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. Let's do that. That's a great idea. I actually went with Coach Mike Vrabel of the Tennessee Titans.
I was thinking about him.
I went with him for this reason. He took the Titans to the #1 seed in the AFC. Remember, pre-playoffs, we didn't think they were going to lose in the first round, Well, you did because you picked the Bengals to move on. But you didn't know but you didn't know the Bengals were going to even play them yet. I mean,
Right.
we all thought the Titans would at least make it to the AFC Championship and maybe battle the Bills or the Bengals.
Yeah, because we didn't know the way the seeding was going to go at that time.
But I will tell you this. The other reason why is he did that half the season without fucking Derrick Henry. That's the other reason why I'm so impressed by Mike Vrabel, the former Patriot and Tom Brady friend from the Patriots defense. Facts. Super Bowl champion Mike Vrabel.
What you got there, Scottie Pimpins?
Yeah, who's your coach of the year?
So
I got a surprise for
I
you.
chose Sean McVay.
Ooh.
Like, even though it's
With
a
the
bot
highest
team,
paid,
even though it's a bot team, right?
they have the
But
most
check
players in
this
the
out.
NFL with a higher salary than $15 million.
I get
Fact
that.
check that. That's a fact.
I get that. But he was able to take a group of stars and mold them together and figure out the pieces he needed during the season to be able to get to where he's at right now. I also am a little surprised, Trey, you didn't pick him.
It has to do
He's
with
5'10", I just assumed.
He's so stupid. I don't care about short coaches. He said I like short quarterbacks, not short coaches. Yeah, get out of here with that. Who likes coaches? No, I'm just
All right, you might think this is
All
very
right,
sauce.
go ahead.
But I say Coach Zach Taylor. Just in the facts between last year and this year, what he's done with the Bengals. Now, I'm not even counting the playoffs at all.
I'm not
Just
mad
in
at
one
you.
year, to me, that right there just says, damn. That's a
Easily
good
over
team.
this idiot's pick. That could be number 2 to me. Just fucking No, but seriously, actually, that was the other guy I was looking at, and I was like, but Vrabel, when you talk about through week 18,
Right.
yes, they did win their division for the first time in God fucking forever. It's been like 10 years.
The Tennessee
Well, they
Titans
got
have been
lucky.
like good for like a couple of years going back to back.
Yeah.
The
I hate
Cincinnati
to say it
Bengals
because we
have
got a
really
die-hard fan that's a die-hard fan of the Titans.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it.
And I hate to say it,
But they
shut
got
up.
lucky.
Shut up. Oh, Jacques. Damn. I love you, Jacques. He doesn't love you, brother. Damn.
No,
Shout out to Jacques from New Bedford, Massachusetts. Constant fan of the show. Love the guy. Great guy. Ooh, drop shit.
Damn, dog.
So let's do this. Let's go to offensive rookie of the year. We're going to go over to Scottie Pippen first. What do you got for offensive rookie of the year?
Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jamar Chase, and I know that's who got it this year, but it's pretty much undeniable. When you have a quarterback that's so confident in you that he will stand up at the podium and say, fuck it, he's down there, I just threw it up to him.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the difference maker for me. I think that him and Mac Jones truly were neck and neck going into the last few weeks of the season. And this is the difference maker. His play results in the AFC North being won by them. His play results in the Bengals going to the playoffs. And Mac Jones' play over the end of those last few weeks when they were still neck and neck resulted in what? The Bills winning the division again and them not making the playoffs.
He had a game where he only threw 3 times.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait.
the
They
Bills were
won
winning
that,
that game.
and he didn't have to throw
But
more
it-
than that.
But still, he only
But
threw
That's not
four
fair.
every
Not
time.
fair.
But still.
I can't let you do that to him, man. Don't do mac and cheese
No.
like that. He did himself dirty
He
on
was
his
also-
own. He don't
he
need
was
your help.
also under the tutelage of a great coach. We cannot deny that. He was in a system that was basically built for
More NFL
he
chatter.
did
Is
it
Belichick gonna retire?
Fuck
Look,
yeah.
there's so much rumors going. The rumor mill is great right now. By the way, all NFL coaching jobs filled. By the way, as of today.
Who did you have podcast, Pete?
Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
Clean
I mean,
sweep.
Like, there's nothing you
Okay.
could say. I mean, as soon as you said it, I was like, man, I can't even argue with
Can't
that.
argue.
And here's why: 81 receptions, 1,455 yards, 13 touchdowns, 69.14% of his passes resulted in a first down.
Yeah.
61,
The numbers.
69.
That's just insane.
That's
with
his first year.
that shit,
I didn't be excited to watch.
I didn't even write down his passes over 20 yards. I went deep into the
able to
stat
watch
book, by the
that
way.
fucking game. I can listen to it. It's gonna kill me not to watch it.
I went steep and deep into the stat book. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Defensive Rookie of the Year. I was
Podcast
torn
me.
between two people, but I'll tell you about that in a second.
That's right. Like, you try to jump in and be all for it. No, it's Mike Parsons' time.
Just kidding. There was no torn. I was totally bullshitting you. You already know this, how I felt about this. Pretty much from about halfway through the season, let's all be honest. I mean,
You're the same guy?
Micah Parsons, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hard to argue. Linebacker, 59 tackles, 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 20 assisted tackles.
This dude's a fucking beast.
Fucking monster.
He had 20 tackles
And he
for
has
a loss.
and he has passed.
That led to NFL. 20 tacos. Tacos.
Tacos. I was following the taco truck here. That's crazy. I was following the taco truck here, and they had tacos for dinner.
So, you guys know rookie who actually has a record? Javon Curse. 14 and a half.
Oh, yeah. He was
14
close
and
to
a half.
breaking
So
it.
he was almost there as a rookie. And we're talking about Javon Curse, you know?
Right.
That's killer. You can't vote anybody else for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Exactly. So let's move into the next round of awards. Let's come over here to me for Quarterback of the Year. So for this one, I can't discredit my man, the GOAT, Super Tom. 5,300 plus yards, 43 touchdowns with only 12 interceptions. He averaged 7.4 yards per carry. And he had, check this, guys. You ready for this? 75 of his passes were for 20 yards or more.
See, if I would have said this shit, y'all would have told me to quit sucking Tyler's dick.
There's a reason why that's important, because when you
heard
think
me
about
saying, ew.
when you think about a guy
see what
throws
he was doing over
guys,
there.
when you think about a guy that throws 300-400 passes a year.
Feeling on the balls.
Ew.
I'm trying to help you out, you bastard.
Whatever.
No.
That's not my quarterback.
But that's my top quarterback of the year. It's very easy. He led in yards. He was the leader in touchdowns. His turnover to touchdown ratio is on fleek. 7.4 yards per pass is only I think he's fifth to the likes of Aaron Rodgers at 7.7. I think Garash Schlapolo was at 8.0.
Was until he started throwing interceptions.
Well, anyway, no, until he spun around and threw that shit. And y'all lost your fuck the 49ers. Fuck the Rams. Go Bengals. Anyway.
My choice?
Yes.
So how can Aaron Rodgers be MVP and not
Right.
the number one? So let me say the stat again. 7-game streak, 2 or more touchdowns with 0 interceptions. That is the second longest streak in NFL history.
37 touchdowns, 4
He gets
interceptions.
my QB vote
18
as well.
games, dog.
He's taken home
Granted,
2 pieces of hardware
Tom Brady
from Scottie.
did put some
Tom Brady
up there.
had
More yards.
1,200 more yards than that man. Had
That's fine.
5-6 more touchdowns than that man.
That's fine.
I mean, when we're talking about MVP, there's so
how many
much
games
more.
were they?
Hold on, hear me out though. If we're talking about MVP, it's not just about being a quarterback. There's so much more that's encompassed in there. Like Tom Brady doesn't run the ball, so he doesn't have rushing touchdowns. When we talk about MVP,
Don't say we saw Tom Brady run the ball
Hold
this
on,
year.
when
He
we
did
talk-
score touchdowns.
hold on, we talk about
Can I
MVP. We're
rebuttal
talking
real
about
quick,
where
though,
did you get
before
your
we
team?
move on? Because you're
Yeah,
like
can I
1,200
finish?
more, 600,
Can I finish?
6 more touchdowns.
When you're talking about MVP, you're talking about so much more that encompasses like where did you get your team, record for that regular season, taking first place for Aaron Rodgers, getting his team to first place for the number one seed, all that good stuff, home field, bye, all that junk, and then when I look at top quarterback, that is pure stat driven, and Tom Brady is at the top of almost all of those lists.
That's good. That's good for Tom Brady.
I thought you were gonna say good for my argument, you dick.
No.
That was a good argument.
No, you're all that is irrelevant to
Fucking asshole. You hear this?
irrelevant.
Asshole?
Listen, what was you talking about? 1,200 yards more, 6 touchdowns more, and that's all. That's it.
Interceptions.
That's it. Aaron Rodgers had COVID toe and then COVID dick.
Oh my God,
And
you
he
can't
did
use
that.
the
And
COVID
what did Tom Brady fight through?
injured people. I don't know. Geriatric problems.
Come on, I was gonna say Antonio Brown. That should have been your first answer.
I
I
actually went straight to the Walker jokes.
Oh, come on.
I went straight to the fucking geriatric Walker jokes. I am really a horrible person for that. Like, I actually feel bad for that.
Shame on you, sir. Shame on you.
And your quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers.
Damn, I got outvoted. Nice. Moving on to running backs.
Whose turn is it?
It's your
I think your
My
turn is
turn.
first.
Yep.
All right. So my running back, which I believe it'll be the same for all three of us actually on this one. We'll see. But I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown.
That
Taylor.
kid
Touchdown,
ran
Taylor.
his ass off.
Yes.
And I would like to point out, though, if King Henry played all season, yeah, it'd be a different story.
I will tell you this. Jonathan Taylor had 100. Guys, listen to this stat. I wrote this down because I was like, I don't know. Jonathan Taylor led the NFL with this number right here. 107 of his carries were for fucking first downs.
Damn.
Man, if you got a
When
running
you
back
think
that's
about that
getting
over 18 weeks, bro, and here's the other thing is 18 touchdowns, which means he had a touchdown every week on average.
And Carson Wentz still couldn't do shit.
You're so stupid. But yes, I agree, Jonathan Taylor. There's no argument.
What do you got,
for me.
podcast?
I
What do you got?
Well, for the
You want to argue, don't you?
for that comment, yes, but I can't argue with that comment. I'm like, God damn it! I want to argue with like, but he did throw those fucking interceptions like back to back and got twice. Fuck. I was like, you can't really pick on a four. But I was like, yeah.
There you go. So
Anyway.
let's go to
Wide
over here
receiver.
podcast people top wide receiver in the NFL.
Okay.
So I'll stop the shit out of all of you. You don't say the right man.
I swear it's one person, too.
There's only one person that can.
Okay, Adams.
What?
Devontae Adams?
Is that who you're going
That's
with?
what I'm going with.
What?
The fuck? Cooper
Because he
Kupp
was-
had a historic
Because-
season,
Fuck Cooper.
and you're really gonna
Fuck
shit.
Whoa!
Why would you do Chip like that? I call him Chip. That's the name of the cup on Beauty and the Beast.
Pump,
Just so y'all know why.
pump the
Why would you
brakes.
do
it's Cooper
little
Kupp.
Cooper
I
Cup
know it's
Chip like
Cooper
that?
Kupp. I'm
Why would you
sorry.
little
Shit.
do
Do you
Chip
have the
Cup like
stats?
that?
Because I didn't write down the
I don't
stats.
have
Look, I
the stats.
literally,
He have to.
I literally have an arrow pointing.
He's number one in everything, dog.
I literally wrote down Triple Crown: receptions, catches, touchdowns. Done.
I already know.
Stats. That's what I wrote, stats. I didn't write his stats because I didn't think I neted to,
You don't
because
have
his
to.
stats were fucking incredible.
Because no one was better than him and has never had a season. His season
I
was
know that.
literally
He's
an
single.
historic
This
season.
kid single-handedly won over a handful of games for my fantasy football team.
Oh, get out of here! That's
I just want to remind you guys.
It's not as significant.
Single-handedly,
I just wanna
him
remind you guys.
alone.
Your
Everybody
feelings
else,
aren't
COVID
so
sick,
simple in court.
or
Can I remind you guys that
Nobody's
these
wrong.
awards
Yeah, nobody's wrong.
matter to anybody. So
They matter to
fuck you
us.
guys.
what's? Hold
Really,
on, what's
you go
your
shit on
opinion?
Cooper
I've been asking this whole time.
I'm hurt by that.
It's just the fact that you didn't choose the cup.
I don't want to choose the cup. I don't have to choose the cup.
You didn't have to, and you didn't.
I didn't.
Moving on.
I don't like you.
You don't have to like me.
Moving on, Trey. Tight ends. Let's not talk about this anymore.
Damn it. So tight ends. All right. So am I first?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So on tight ends, I'm going with Mark Andrews from Baltimore with
Those
107 receptions,
Yeah.
1,300 plus
Yeah.
yards, and 9 TDs. And basically, I
see
literally
those
wrote this
numbers.
down.
Oh
I
my
literally wrote
God.
down the only reason Baltimore even stayed relevant.
Jeez.
That was cold.
There was a time that God, what is his name? The backup quarterback. I swear that's the only person he was throwing it to. He was handing it off and throwing it to
I
him.
literally said the only reason Baltimore wasn't worse. That's what I wrote down.
Those numbers are very, very hard to argue
You
with,
can,
but
yeah.
I did pick someone different.
I knew
What'd you
it.
get?
I did.
See, I think you
I
were second.
picked Kelsey.
I knew it.
I picked Kelsey, and the reason being because
where
he had
lineage
to
is
deal
good.
with
He has a
COVID
lineage.
issues, COVID protocols.
Oh, he had COVID dick too?
He did not have COVID dick. No, the only dumbass that got COVID dick was Aaron Rodgers. Fucking dick. Anyways, so yeah, Travis Kelsey. If it wasn't for the COVID and the COVID protocols, his stats would have been right up there with Mark.
That's true.
That is possible. But look, when things happen, and you have to miss games, injury, protocols, whatever. We're not crowning King Henry for being a beast because he missed half the season and we're sad for him. No. So that's why I picked Mark Andrews because I like his numbers.
Participation awards.
That's full.
But I basically
miss
said
half
no
the
participation awards.
He didn't miss half the games, and he played like a beast in the games that he was in. He didn't have.
I'm sorry, but he had to get his swagger back because he lost it. Ooh.
You didn't do that to my man.
I just did him like that.
Swing.
After I gave him props for doing it because I was feeling it when he did it, I was like, "Oh, get it, dog!" I started shimmying it too. You know, I like players with jazz. That's why Cool Joe is my guy. I like this kid.
J-Bo.
So here we go.
Next,
let's go to offensive line.
Offensive line.
This is a tough one. This is very debatable. There was a lot of stats that were very similar amongst people. So I didn't write down a lot of stats. I just wrote down this. Oh, you're first. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dallas Cowboys.
Which lineman?
I feel like.
Did you want specific linemen?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I wrote a specific lineman.
Okay, what's his name?
And I don't know why you're asking his name. Trent Williams. Seriously, like the fucking beast of fucking all beasts in the NFL. There is no man
Why
that
did you say
will.
Dallas Cowboys? He's from San Francisco. But that's okay. I'll let that slide. Both teams are really hated.
What did I miss?
Trent Williams? Okay.
Pretty sure you talking about big Trent Williams, offensive line ranking 98 out of 100, and no one's ranked 99, by the way, just for the record. That's what I wrote down. From San Francisco, big Trent Williams, who literally like bulldozed half of the Rams team during that game, Week 18 game to the 49er. Remember?
Shit.
Speaking of defense.
Defense.
Our offense. Who do you have?
His dude. I don't really have anybody because I couldn't. So I'm not gonna lie.
He had a Buccaneer on his list.
Actually,
For all
no.
you
Don't lie.
out there that like the pancakes. I got you.
Pancakes,
You didn't even write an
waffles.
offensive lineman for his own team.
I didn't. On this one, I did Ryan Jensen.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay,
But
so
he's not really
moving
that good, but that's
on
the one I can
then.
think of.
Said
I was
Ryan
like,
Jensen that almost got your quarterback kill. Got it.
yeah.
All right, so moving on.
This is the one I can think of because I was like, are we talking opposite? Like
I mean, we
entire
would go
offensive
with
line,
we
or are
would
we
go
talking
with
player?
podcast P. It would be his turn, but I
Right.
already seen his notes and it's
Yeah,
blank.
it's
So
blank
moving
there.
on to you, Trey.
For defensive line, he's blank
Defensive
too.
line.
it's
he's blank there.
Yeah.
Defensive lineman, I got to go with J.J. Watt. He tied Strahan's record of
JJ?
22.5 sacks.
JJ?
I mean, sorry.
JJ, this was Baby
I
Watt.
have a TJ there. I have a TJ. Just
This was Baby
I'm a
Watt.
Cardinals fan. We have JJ. My bad. But anyway, the other
Is that
Watt,
why he was like a
TJ.
linebacker? So that's why I was like, ooh.
So TJ Watt tied, Strahan's record. They did end up taking like a half sack off or a sack off or something, so he didn't break it like they thought at that time.
Yeah, I remember I watched
Which
that. game.
gotta suck when they go back and go, no.
Sorry, we got your
After you
call out.
celebrated and the whole stadium went buck for you, I guess you got that though.
So, yeah, I chose Baby Watt as well. TJ with 15 sacks tying the record. I believe he would have broke the record.
22.5.
I believe he would have broke the record.
22.5.
Huh?
22.5, not 15.
Sacks. That's what it says he's got.
Yeah, you're missing 7.5. That motherfucker killed it.
Oh.
How high are you? Hey, did you roll another blunt? Fire that bitch up.
How high was it when I did my research? Either way, I believe he would have broke
I'm
the
surprised
record.
You did your research.
Yeah.
Even
I
if
believe
it
he
is-
would have broke the record. The game that he
Didn't he
tied the record, the very next play he got kicked in the fucking nuts.
Dick, yeah.
yeah.
I remember that. He was jumping up.
And I believe he would have broke the record that night, but that pretty much took all the thunder out of him.
We would have took it under any
Look,
fucking body
out of
here.
them, right?
That was a straight. Oh my
Took the
god!
dick
To the
right
fucking
in.
moon.
Anyway.
Kick to the fucking ball sack, dog. Oh my
Terrible.
god.
Just not cool, man. Not cool. Let's go to linebackers.
Linebacker. Hey, Podcast B had one there for linebacker. Who did you have?
I had actually Micah Parsons in there for that too.
Micah Parsons.
See, for Rookie of the Year, I could do that, but I can't give it to him for the season. But his numbers are just like in the middle of the, except for like one thing. I think his numbers
Right.
are actually in the middle of the pack, even the 13 sacks, But I will say this: or not 13 sacks, but Oh yeah, wait, was it Parsons with the 13 sacks?
Parsons
He
had.
almost broke
13,
Javon
yeah.
Kerr's record. Yeah. Anyway, but I almost wanted to do Devin White from the Bucks because of.
I tried to stay away from the Bucks just
Ooh.
so
Well-
I
well-
fall up on their dicks.
But then I did a little bit deeper digging and found Foye Oluokun from Atlanta, who actually led the league with 190 tackles and over 80 solo tackles. Now, yes, the sack is great. Don't get me wrong. Ask any. No, I'm just playing. But a sack is a good thing, and it's very critical. It's a tackle for a loss of yards, generally speaking, in downs. Right? Use the down that you're tackled on.
A lot of times it happens.
When we talk about the
moment.
we talk about the season and the long term of it all. 180 fucking tackles, dude, is averaging 10 tackles a game between your solos and combined tackle with someone else. That's just insane, dude. Like, to averaging that's not like that means on a bad day you probably throwing in 3 to 5 and then you hitting like 12 the next. It's a good day. It's a good day.
Good day, Tater.
But anyway,
I'm gonna disagree with you.
which is fine because
I'm
this is the
I'm gonna
award show
disagree
that
with you
no one except
because-
us literally cares about.
Because I believe there is basically a reigning king at the linebacker position, almost at the level of Ray Lewis. You know, because we know he ran.
Preach to me.
He ran it for
Why
years.
this man is better?
And that guy's name is Bobby Wagner of the Seahawks.
You know, so he was third in tackles, though. I'll give you that.
7 years
Bro,
straight. 7 years straight going to the Pro Bowl. Now that also means he hasn't been to the Super Bowl in the last 7 years, but
Neither have.
How you just go through Bobby like that?
Is he telling the truth, dog?
but the man is out there beast. He does this. He's done the same thing every year, consistently, at least for the last 7 years.
You old bougie hoe, shut up.
Goddamn, now you're just like trying to skip me and shit. Like, I don't get this.
Hello.
I know he hummed me. He did the hum to me.
Ahem.
So DB, I believe we're gonna have all the same one too, but I believe it's your turn, Trey. Who do you have for DB?
I gotta
Defensive
go.
back.
I'm sorry, but if you are not jiving on second-year man and brother of Stephon Diggs, Trayvon Diggs, 11 interceptions,
Hayden.
21 pass
He does
defenses,
100%.
48 tackles, 39 of them solo, which means he was by his fucking self.
Now, who do you have?
Amazing
Look,
season,
this-
Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs, no doubt about it.
hate
Just
the
real
Cowboys.
quick though.
But you can't deny that kid.
He had the most
I have him.
interceptions since 1981.
Yeah, he
He
broke
had like an 11 in the
Deion's
first 10 games or some shit.
Deion's record was like 9 or something like that in the late 80s or early 90s in there somewhere. Whenever he was drafted, right? It was like his second year or third year or whatever. But anyway, but I'm telling you, it stood for like 20 years. So
There's
that's
absolutely
serious.
no way you could choose anybody else.
Actually, I didn't think it was 9. I think Deion took back 7, and the record is actually more.
Boom.
But Jesus Christ, 11 out of 18 games, dude. That means you basically every other game you had a pick. I mean, that's high school shit. That's literally high school shit.
Bro, we broke that shit down. That is the Blunt Football Talk breakdown for real.
That's the award, bro. We'll be back after the break, man. I need a break.
Get some of this unicorn piss.
Fading out. Sexy.
What's good? You just got through watching another episode of Higher Quality News. That was Blunt Football Talk, recorded in the Wake and Bake America studio up in the penthouse. Great time, man. I appreciate you guys checking it out. I appreciate you checking all these videos out. Go look. There's more similar to this. Something similar to this. I appreciate all those clicks. I appreciate all those likes, those comments. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. I will comment back. I will have a conversation with you. I don't care. We can conversate down in there. All right. Shout out to Rebel Hair Art on Instagram. That's Rebel Hair Art on Instagram. You can check out all her fashion color, her balayages, all that stuff. She'll cut, style. She'll take care of you. She's over at Studio One Salon right now. You can give her a call. That's Jamie at 719-262-9011. That's 719-262-9011. Hey, I appreciate everybody. I'll say it again. I'll say it 1,000 times. I appreciate you checking me out. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Love y'all.